high. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Going to high. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Going to high. Let's go. Get the fuck. Let's go.
Yo, what's up, everybody? Get the hell up. It's time for the Crypto Breakfast Club. What the hell's going on? I almost said smash the like button. Hit the share button. Hit the share button. Drop a comment. Let's get a bunch of people in here. I want to go deep in the weeds here. Crypto predictions. Put your tinfoil hats on. I want the XRP crazies in here saying it's going to $1,000 tomorrow. I want the Bitcoin maxis saying it's going to $1 million. It's going to $1 million by the end of the month. I really want some Ethereum maxis in here to drag me out of this hellhole I've been living in. That would be great if we can get some Ethereum maxis in here, because XRP's on Ethereum's ass right now. XRP is coming. Crazy, man. Crazy. Virtuals Protocol leading the way this morning, 22% up, back up to 344. That's the hot narrative right now, man. These AI agents, big recovery there were for Virtuals. Algorand, I like to see that. Algo up 14.5%. AI16Z, another one of those AI agents. Then you've got XDC, which, tell you what, very quietly, XDC has been a great play this year, up 137%. Very quietly has been crushing it. And they're not too far away from their all-time high now, set back 3 years ago, back in August 2021. They're only 39% away from their all-time high, XDC. This is a very, very undervalued play, too, I think, at $1.75 billion market cap, ranked number 63 right now. That's looking strong. You've got Stellar XLM. Some people would say XRP's little brother, but they are up 11%. XRP's up 11%. IOTA, one of the OGs in the ISO place, they're up 10% right now. Quant, don't forget about Quant. Don't sleep on Quant. They're up 8%. HBAR's up 7%. Cardano, a little over 6% up. And that kind of rounds out some of the top movers right now, as the global crypto market cap sitting at $3.44 trillion. Kaspa has looked really, really strong the last couple of days, especially yesterday, man. What a surge yesterday out of CAS. So I want to get into these 2025 predictions, price predictions, where we see the biggest opportunities. Large cap, small cap, everything's welcome here. You guys know that. And let's take a look at some of the predictions that Trump could put through. I made that thread not too long ago. I'll post it back up there. I feel like this. You ever feel like a good post you make just doesn't get the love that it deserves? I feel like this is what happened with this post. I don't know, something happened here, but I feel like if you guys can retweet this, I feel like more people should see that. It just didn't send. I'll put the Kaspa tweet out there too. But we are running a massive giveaway too, guys. It's my pinned post. So if you guys have not entered the #AI giveaway, I don't know what the hell you're waiting on, because we are giving away $100 today. We are giving away $100 tomorrow, and we're giving away $300 on Friday. But you got to be here all week long. So if you're here today, keep firing it up. Send this into all your Telegram groups. Get everybody in here. Let's gas them up. But yeah, man, in terms of Trump predictions, I think these could all act as catalysts. Anything he addresses on that list that I mentioned, Bitcoin strategic reserve, the issue of debanking, crypto regulation, crypto taxes, Ripple versus SEC, the SEC's role in governing crypto versus the CFTC versus this new committee and David Sachs and the 25 people who are supposedly doing something. anything out of, I didn't even mention this, anything out of DOGE, the Department of Government Efficiency, that relates to banking or crypto. The whole idea of elevating American cryptos. That's a big rumor that came out yesterday. Maybe Trump's going to put no taxes on U.S.-based crypto companies. I mean, you guys know who will benefit the most from that, right? Welcome to the stage, Ripple. Welcome to the stage, Brad Garlinghouse. Welcome to the stage, XRP. Clarity on security versus commodity. How are we going to tax this stuff? Like, what is it? Self-custody of crypto. This could be a big one. And then the whole idea of RWA, the future of RWA. Are we going to pave the way? Can Trump do something to help us pave the way for big banks to get in the game? The whole idea of tokenizing finance. These are all predictions that I see coming to fruition at some point during Trump's presidency, and hopefully quicker and sooner rather than later, right? Hopefully sometime here in Q1 2025. Rumors are swirling that Trump could be, getting ready for 100 plus executive orders on day one. 100 executive orders. And some of those could have some crypto elements in them. Or some of them just tailored straight up to crypto. So that's the rumor mill on the street. So I think that's what we ought to be talking about right now. I mean, because that's what everybody's concerned about right now. That's what everybody, wants to see here. What the hell's going to happen here in these coming days with Trump coming in? I'm making another latte here. I'm all freaking fired up here. Let's get that Nespresso cooking. Come on, baby. But yeah, I mean, that's kind of where we are. Oh, you know what? Real quick. David Sachs, the guy that's why isn't this starting? Come on. Okay. David Sachs, the guy that's the crypto czar, right? They're holding a crypto ball on Friday in DC, 3 days before the inauguration. All the big names supposedly going to be there. It's $2,500, black tie affair. Are there tickets still left for that? Because I'd like to go. I'll fly to DC right now. $2,500, black tie affair. Brian Armstrong's there. Nova Gratz, Michael Saylor. I don't think it's open to the public, but that'd be cool. But anyway, hopefully we get some news coming out of that. I thought that was interesting. All right, guys, we're starting to fill up the room a little bit, but that bubble down there only has 13 freaking comments. The hell is that?
21.
Oh, is it updating?
Yeah. Well, on my end, it shows 21.
We need 221.
Yeah,
okay,
I
fire
agree.
up the comments. Give us your thoughts. Give us your predictions. Everybody got price predictions. Come on.
I'm so bullish. I can't wait.
Well, Zach, I know you got some big news coming with your project on Friday, Nova, too.
Yeah, no, 100%. You know what? I want to give to this giveaway. I'm in the mood of giving. So I'm going to give one free project, some free trending. You have to retweet the space, blow up the comment section. This will be released for Nova. It's our utility coming out Friday. We're going to drop the links, everything on this space. So if you're a project on Solana, come to the space, hit us up. We'll do something to, figure out the winner, and we'll give you some free trending. We are going multi-chain. So every chain that you can imagine in your head will be within our trending service on the next update, and it's coming soon. Myself and the dev are working on that. So that will come huge. I can't wait until we can get Podchain on there. I'm going to also include Layer 2, Shibarium. I got things already lined up, ready to go, but we're launching with Solana. But I don't want to show too much. I would love to save that for Friday, but I'm so fucking bullish on Ethereum. I know Zach's in back on, the XRPs coming up. Just wait. Remember when I said Trump's biggest holdings are Ethereum? The moment he says that word, it's going to fucking moon. So just be ready. Don't sleep on a bunch of stuff. The moment
I didn't mean to laugh. I meant to do the ooh ah.
I did that. I did that before, and you're like, "What are you laughing at?" I think that was yesterday. But I'm hyped up on coffee. I fell asleep. I was so bullish. I fell asleep on the space last night with you. It was kind of late for me, but I'm like, yeah, that was fun. And I just passed out. It was crazy. My whole family's sick. I'm the only one that's not sick. So insane stuff. But
dude, I got to go to the sauna today. Every time I get a little itch,
yep.
I just go sit in that sauna for about 30 minutes, get a good workout in. It's knock on wood, but I'm getting a little sniffly too, dude. I'm sure it's cold where you are, dude. We're getting dumped on over here.
Yeah, it's crazy. I can't afford the sauna. You know, I like DJ play, so I turn the shower on hot and sit on the toilet and
I don't own one. I don't own one.
Yeah. I wouldn't own one either. Although I did see one at Dick's Sporting Goods. You can pay for like a $500 one, just like it's almost like a grow tent, but that'd be kind of cool to find out. Yeah, Zach, look at that. Maybe
I did just buy a heavy bag for my garage though. I'm pretty fired up. It's supposed to come tomorrow. So I got a heavy bag coming. I'm going to lay all that mat down, make like half of my garage just a at-home gym.
Yeah, I have that in my basement.
So I'm excited about that.
It's great. I do love it. You know, I love you guys, but I hate people. So I don't like to get out that much. I don't know. I just conversations out there.
Well, that's awkward.
They're just like ridiculous. I'm like, they're like, so what are you up to? I'm like way more advanced than you. So if you want to talk about crypto, I can talk for 4 hours. Let's go. But other than that, I'm doing good. I'm going to get a cup of coffee and move on with my life. That's usually my typical conversation. So, and you all probably feel that same way. It's hard to have a normal conversation with people. They're just on a different, platform. That's why we're so early to this. Like even these, retracements, pumps, little stuff. We're so early to crypto. I mean, this in 5-10 years, we're going to be laughing on this space, just going, remember when we told you so? Remember when we were complaining about the little dip in Ethereum? And then Trump comes out and says, yeah, my biggest holdings are Ethereum and my son loves DeFi. You know what's going to happen after that? That is the catalyst. So don't.
Oh, Eric Trump. Eric Trump holds Sweet.
I saw that.
Bingo.
It's so funny. I retweeted that, quote tweeted that, and I made a little joke and I said he also owns Nova. But I don't think people laughed at that one. But I thought it was funny. But yeah, no, yeah, Sweet. That's huge. So he's paying attention to everything. And don't get it twisted. We're not at the table with Donald Trump, but he's got, obviously it's his son. They talk all the time. So he's probably like, Dad, you should look at this. Bitcoin is a great holding, but it's not going to make you money. And Trump, we all know, he's like me, hotel businessman. He wants to make money. So he's going to go with the lower cap stuff if he understands it. And I think he plays stupid a lot just to keep it more, level headed, I guess, in this field. But I guarantee him and his son have a lot of talks about DeFi and smaller market cap stuff. I'm talking for them like 100 million to
Zach,
$1 billion. Yep.
Zach, what's your Ethereum price prediction?
Ooh, in this bull run?
Yep.
Comfortably, I'm thinking maybe 5,000 to 7,000, maybe.
Sounds ugly, but okay.
Yeah, because I honestly don't think we're going to see, I know it sounds ugly, but that's why there's other, we're talking the top two, and Ethereum is like the top altcoin, right? So it's not going to, in order for it to hit that 5 to 7K, there still needs to be a flood of money in the market. But I don't think it's going to drastically explode like we all think, honestly. I really don't. I think people are getting smarter and they're moving their money around to different plays. Back in the day, they didn't have spaces like this. That's why projects now can't be it's going to be very, very, very hard for them to become the next Shiba Inu or next Doge, because you have things are going multi-chain. You have projects launching on literally you don't know which one to pick. We've been through this before. You can ask Matt. He's or Postman. They're gonna yell at me for the whole Nero thing. Like that was right there is when I'm like, fuck. It's gonna be very hard to hit that 1,000x, 100%, because if there's a hot narrative out, you guarantee the next hour or day there's going to be another one of the same things on a different chain that might moon faster than the original one. So the chances are getting smaller and smaller and smaller. So my prediction is we're going to see a bull run, but it may pump and it may retrace, but it's going to steadily go up. It's not going to be like ridiculous like we've seen before because of the saturation in the market. That's what I look at. As a trade every day. And that's another reason I'm launching this utility for Nova for trending. There's so many projects coming out. There's so many narratives. We can capture all that and help push things. It's up to the projects and stuff, but we're just a platform to help, which gives us great utility. See, I told everyone I wasn't fucking around when I was going to do this project, calling that $500 on the show. Like, we are bringing active utility, and the whole basis around that is to provide real utility for every project out there and every chain. It's very, very hard to get noticed. So for a fraction of the price, you can get your eyes on your project for, I think I fucked that up. A fraction of the price you can trend for compared to what other people charge. So it's really a platform to help projects in the space. And the way I look at it is it's going to be scalable, and it's going to be forever ongoing, because it's always going to be a new layer 1, layer 2 project. And, we can capitalize on that. So if you're a Solana project, come into this space Friday. I'm giving away I might even do a free 3-hour trending spot for you, but you have to show up and you have to do what Zach says, whatever he says, and we'll pick a winner. But I'm super bullish on that. I know I've gone all over the place, but I guess my point is there will be a bull run, but I don't think it's going to dump heavily like before, because we have a pro crypto president for the next 4 years. So I think it's going to subside gracefully. I think we'll see a dip a little bit after the pump, but it's not going to just tank like it used to, because Gensler will be out. There's people in place. There might even be real good regulations right up front, and projects are waiting to find out what those are before they release utility. That's another reason why I'm not even fucking touching staking, and I'm not touching NFTs. It's just too risky at the moment. I'd rather wait for them to give out some kind of regulation on that point. And then from there, whether it's a smart contract or something of that nature, I can move forward with the legal way of doing things in this space. But right now, I'm not touching that stuff. So I don't want to SEC breathing down my neck for security and all that kind of crap. So I just think the market's going to pump, it's going to retrace, but it's going to gradually go up. And over time, if you look at history, starting at Bitcoin as a dollar, where is it at now? 97K. Over time, these things gradually grow. Yes, there's heartache and all kinds of crap within the new space, but this is the .com of finance, and don't get that twisted. There'll never be another thing like this when it comes to money. Well, at least in my living or generation. So that's what I see. And sky is the limit. There's so much great stuff they can do with regulation just through smart contracts to make it simple for people. Literally, you mint a token on this contract, that's not a security. You mint a token on this contract, that's a security. That's the easy way they can do it and really not make things complicated. You use smart contracts, you use the technology to their advantage. So hopefully he's got the right people in place and make that easy and give all projects out there, all blockchains, some real good ideas of how to move forward in this space. Okay, I think I took up enough of your time. Sorry, I could talk forever when I talk.
Zach's drinking coffee like it's water today, man.
Yeah, I'm on one. I'm on one. But I'm just so bullish. I try to look at the overall. I bring myself back every few days to realistic stuff. I walk outside. I look at the trees and I go, you know what? We're all in a great spot right now. Yeah, you didn't hit that 500x, but it's very, very rare that you're going to. And now it's even the ratio is even worse for you because everything is moving multi-chain. So it's gonna be very, very, very hard to hit some of those big plays, those Shiba Inus, those Doges. Those days are over. And the reason they are surviving is because they were the ones to first do it. And it's going to be very hard to compete. Just like the next Ethereum, there is no next Ethereum. There will be Ethereum. And once Trump says the word Ethereum, then she's going to keep going higher. He says XRP, that's going to go higher. He's going to have more stand in this space than Elon Musk, which is great because, I'm sick of that guy changing his fucking profile image for, and then a token goes nuts. Like, it's going to be
Kikius Maximus.
Yeah, it's insane. And it's like the whole market moves, but this space right here, this is the best informational meme, whatever utility space out there. We're real people that's not botted. We have great project owners in here, smart people, and we bring stuff like you'll never seen before. We've called so many plays on this. We've even called the AI agents before they started. I see all the big people now talking about AI agents. We're ahead of the curve. So you better show up to the Breakfast Club. You better retweet the space. You better like this. You better follow all the hosts, the co-hosts. We are giving away knowledge.
Yeah, we're also giving away $500 this week of Hash AI. Check out my pinned post, guys. Get in that opportunity.
Let's go.
You like that transition? You like that? You like that segue?
Love it.
You like that? Okay, guys. Yeah, share the room. I want you guys to spam people's DMs and just make them feel terrible that they're not in this room. All right. So do that. Paige, what's going on? And what's your Ethereum prediction?
Enough to praise him. The evil that men do lives after them. The good is often covered with their bones. So let it be with Caesar. The noble Brutus.
Oh, my bad. I thought Zach wasn't done monologuing his Shakespearean his soliloquy today. So I just wanted to add a little bit more to it from Julius Caesar. Thank you.
That told you Caesar was ambitious. If it was so, it was a grievous fault. And grievously had Caesar answered it.
All right. Thank you, Zach from Subway, for that 30-minute monologue. Good morning, GM Crypto Breakfast Club. Paid XPO, we're going to keep it very short for you guys. The markets are looking good. The Trump meme coins are launching like crazy and rugging immediately. Every Trump meme coin in the last 48 hours has rugged. Insane. I'm not going to plug 47, but 47 is all. That's all you need to get. But crazy news, and I'm probably going to hand it over to Larry. Oh, Larry just dropped. All right, well, never mind. Crazy news out of Korea. The president has been arrested. What the fuck, guys? Are you guys seeing this shit? Zach, have you seen this? The president of South Korea he's in custody for trying to lead an insurrection. Larry, I'm just going to give it to Larry. I'm going to keep it short because Zach already took up all the time. Larry, talk about the insurrectionist arrest of the South Korean president. Thank you. Larry, that was your cue, bro.
Hey, what's up, bro? I couldn't even hear you until just now. I had to take a lap.
Oh, I was saying, talk about the South Korean president getting arrested for the insurrection thing, and maybe talk about how that affects the markets. Just don't be Shakespeare. Thank you.
Whatever, Paid. I think it's going to pump the market because people are sick and tired of this guy that we have in South Korea as a president. So I think it's going to pump the market because both the opposition party and the party in play are both in line with. Well, they just passed the anti-moratorium. They're going to extend the tax-free umbrella on digital assets. They're not going to call them, tokens or whatever. They're just going to classify them as digital assets. So that's good. But the big news I wanted to tell you guys is, Zach, you talked about having someone good in office, right? And even before the administration has taken over, we have Tom Emmer that's coming into the digital assets congressional subcommittee. That's huge, man, because that's the bridge between digital assets to fiat. That's huge for us because he's super pro crypto, really smart guy, and he's already taken his position in that digital assets subcommittee. That's huge news. And to go back to what you're saying, Pate, I think the president getting arrested, I don't know if that's a bad thing or not. I mean, not my favorite person, being South Korean origin too, but still look out for that news from Ondo Finance next week. Pretty bullish on that. Can't talk about it, but it's big. Hedera going to make some more moves with XRP as more of the news gets released. I think what you're going to find out is XRP and Ripple have acquired another 2 or 3 companies. And I guess, Zach, you want price predictions from me?
Hell yeah, man. I want Ethereum's price prediction, XRP's price prediction,
yeah.
And give me SWE's price prediction.
I think SWE is going to catch up to XRP's bottom line or midline price prediction, which this is no financial advice, but I think SWE is going to catch up to the $5 or $6 mark. I think we're going to see XRP swing from $12
Wait,
down
what do you mean?
to.
Swee's already there.
No, I'm talking about their market, their
Market cap wise. I got
total market, total market cap. Price action's already there though, right? But I think XRP though is going to swing from the $12 to $6 mark regularly, and the reason why I tell you that is because function for institutional investment is going to be right on with the volatility. So I think you're going to see it make room for institutional investment to come on whatever institutional investment. I think you're going to see Ethereum. I'm in agreement with Zach, but like he said, I don't think the ceiling is ever going to go down. So I think you're going to see Ethereum pump the.
Yo, Larry, you keep cutting out for me,
bro.
Do you want a Shakespearean soliloquy to fill in the absent noise?
Shit, I want to hear Larry's predictions too. Larry, drop down and come right back, man. I think he's closing out the app altogether. Hey, well, we got Hover down there. Hover, what's your Caspa prediction?
Hey guys, now we take Larry. Larry is back. Cut me off.
All right, I'm coming to you though, so get that Caspa prediction ready.
What the
Can
hell?
you guys hear me?
Yes. Go ahead, Larry.
Yeah, can you guys hear me?
We got you, bro.
All right, cool. Yeah, I think Ethereum is going to go to about 5,000 or 6,000. I think that's a really fair assessment. But the big thing is you're going to see the 90 plus or 100, public chains that are coming on for 2025. They're going to be the ones that are actually going to be relieving both gas and transaction speed issues post Cancun upgrade, because they're going to have all their side pools, and you're going to have the ability to use Ethereum with those all those other public chains without having to absorb the gas or the slowdowns in speed or having all the GUI fluctuations. So I think that's the big news with Ethereum. I think BTC, of course, is going to be in who knows, man. I think that with this continued scarcity, I think Bitcoin's only going to continue to climb. I think it's not unforeseeable to see it hit 100 million, or 120, 130 million before, or 120, 120. I'm sorry, 100 to 130,000 on a regular basis for the rest of the year. Because no matter what people do, it doesn't matter about the halvings. The scarcity is still there, and people are continuing to buy up whatever's available, even at a premium, regardless of market conditions. OTC wise, I was really shocked. Usually they want like a group deal or a bundle deal where there's 1 or 2% off for buyer seller, but that hasn't been happening as of late. And there are even buying contracts in place with most mining operations now, where these larger institutional buyers are buying up Bitcoin on a sweeping range, where it's on a low end from the day set price to a premium, and they're often bidding against each other at a premium to buy up Bitcoin that hasn't even been mined yet on 60, 30, 90-day terms on order books. So that's crazy to think about, that there's a micro or macro environment for purchasing Bitcoin, and I think that's going to be the same on XRP. And I think that's why Hedera is such an important part of XRP now. Is XRP is limited in supply too. It's been a long in the tooth token, and I think that the price is going to skyrocket. No financial advice, but I think $12 is really within range as soon as some of this news gets verified. Especially I don't even think the SEC conundrum is even in the minds of most people anymore, because all the people that would be able to enforce are gone as soon as a new president gets into place, or 47th administration comes in. I think it's a wrap. And I think off of the momentum of that, you're going to see a pro U.S. based DeFi foundational plan that gives like tax umbrellas or better operating conditions. And I think they're really going to push for the strategic Bitcoin reserve. I think they're going to use some of these funds and revenues to, improve infrastructure. And like you look at Doge, one of the main mandates from Doge is to get funding from crypto or, domestically to fund and to trim fat, and also to fund badly needed infrastructure requirements. So exciting times we live in, man.
Hell yeah, brother. Let's keep it moving, man. So we got a bunch of people up on the panel. Come on up. We got a couple spots left. I want to hear from you guys. I want to see you share the room.
Getting rugged, or I'm getting rugged.
Larry, can you hear me?
Larry's getting rugged.
Yeah, he dropped down and come back. Yeah, he'll come back up. But yeah, guys, I want to hear crypto predictions, overall Trump predictions, price predictions. That's what I want to hear from the crew today. All right, so come on up, join us. Don't be afraid. Let's see. Derek, you've been waiting for a little bit. Derek, what do you got, man? You got some Trump predictions? You got some price predictions?
Good morning,
what's up, brother?
Zach, thanks for having me. What's up, Larry? What's up, Mar? What's up, guys? Yeah, so predictions. Ethereum is a sleeping giant right now. However, it is controlled now. Ethereum wasn't, like it was last year after the ETFs came out. I don't think we're going to have as crazy of an explosion as, I lost my phone. Crazy of an explosion like we did last year, but we'll be at 4,000 by February 1st. That's being very conservative. I think that everybody needs to really, really understand how the institutional game and the ISO 220 tokens, SWIFT transactions, there's 44, well, as of December 2022, an average of 44.8 million fin messages per day. The SWIFT network connects 11,000 financial institutions across 200 countries. Estimates suggest that the network handles over $10 trillion every day, transferring back and forth. And so our incoming fees, outgoing fees range between 10 and $50. I don't know if anyone remembers this from our last talk, but I have personally experienced this in film production. When I was shooting all the movies in the Bahamas, I was spending money, moving money from the United States over to the Bahamas, and it took 5 days. So I was paying $85 per transfer, and it was taking 5 days to receive the funds to pull them out of the Royal Bank of Canada. So I think XRP is going to change that. I agree with what Larry just said. Everything happening right now, I don't think the SEC and Ripple thing is going to have any impact on the. I mean, it might do a quick dumpster dive and come right back up. I was contemplating potentially selling off some profits, and I couldn't bear to do it. I just know the minute I do that, you know how it works for everybody. The minute we sell, that's it. For some reason, it hits all-time high. So not going to make that mistake again. I think everything is just getting started, guys. Trump, again, just like Zach had originally said, Trump is not going to lose a dime. He's not going to lose a dime. He knows exactly. He doesn't know, but Don Jr., the whole family, they're going to definitely make this one for the books for their family. And we got to just follow the money. So the whole Silk Road BS with the Bitcoin, I put the address on my profile. There's still 69,000 Bitcoin sitting in that wallet. It has not sold. Everybody was freaking out about that. What else? I think that's pretty much it. I think everybody was basically waiting until this week to happen. Having Trump coming in office, we're going to have a new chair of the SEC that's going to be friendly to crypto. And I mean, Gensler was really just a huge crutch for everybody, really holding everybody back. And all the BS happening in the world, I think people they've had it. And oh, here's a big one. Everywhere I go, I ask people, hey, how much XRP you holding? How much XRP you holding? I know it sounds crazy, but I do. I ask people. Nobody knows what the hell I'm talking about. I'd say maybe 5 to 10% of people, from all the people I talk to, when I bring up XRP or Ethereum, Bitcoin everybody knows about, but Ethereum and XRP people do not know about. And very few people, I would say 5%, know what the hell I'm talking about. So we are super, super early to the game. Nobody here is late. A lot of people ask, is it too late to buy Bitcoin? No, it's not. So yeah, that's my peace of mind this morning. I want to thank you guys for hosting. I love it. I don't miss this. And God bless you guys. Have an amazing day.
Great breakdown, brother. Thanks for popping on with us. Thanks for the insights. Let's see here. I want to get to tactical investing. Thanks for joining us again, man. I remember you came in a few times. I see Mar with his hand up. We'll get to everybody here. But tactical, what do you think, man? What are some of your predictions with Trump coming in 2025? Price predictions. What do you got for us, brother?
Hey, what's up, Zach? Good to be here. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of exciting things happening in 2025. I do want to start off with the Trumps first. So, my dad's company in North Carolina, we actually worked with the Trumps when Trump bought a golf course there in Charlotte. So we've met with Eric Trump, and the one thing that you have to realize with the Trumps, obviously they're very business minded, right? So the thing that you're going to have to understand is they want to know the ins and outs of everything. So like when Eric Trump came down, he wanted to know how everything worked. He wanted to know the ins and outs, the bare bones, to know, how can we make this that much more lucrative? How can we really, because it's a business, right? So they want to know how much more money can we make from this type of operation when they bought the golf course down there, right? So you have to think they're going to carry that same mindset into the crypto aspect, right? So when you look at, you may not see it on a very public standpoint, but you're seeing that behind the scenes. Maybe not Eric Trump specifically as involved, but you see those Trump Jr. and Trump himself. They know to a certain degree what they're talking about, and there it's going to be a lot more than just Bitcoin. I think what we're going to see from the Trumps is they're going to look at what's going to make us the most money, specifically. And so I think it's going to be a lot more than Bitcoin. I think we're going to see a lot of success in a lot of different cryptos. I think there's a lot to be excited about, especially when it comes to the Trumps. XRP, I actually had a video back in 2022 saying XRP was going to go to $4 in 2025. I very much stand by that. I think XRP was like 40 cents back then. And it's kind of crazy seeing it come to reality, 3 years later. So even though I don't love XRP, I realize what it is and what it has the potential to do. So it's one of those things that you may not love it, but it's going to be there, right? You're not going to get rid of it. So I think a ton of potential with XRP. I don't know about Larry's $6 to $12 range. I think that's crazy, but anything is possible in a market. Larry's also an individual who's super smart and has a lot of connections. I think the biggest thing for me is Kaspa. As many of you know, Zach, you too, pretty heavily involved in Kaspa. For me, recently Kaspa had a bit of a pump. I think realistically, because of a lot of the unknowns, I could see an easy 80 cent to $1 Kaspa on the very low end, and in upwards of $1.50, maybe $2. It's just kind of unknown because it's never been in this type of situation before, and it's never been in a bull market. So I think $1 is somewhat reasonable. $1.50 on the high end, in a reasonable market. Now realize markets are unreasonable, especially in bull markets. So we could definitely see some blow off tops. But all in all, I'm really, really excited for 2025.
Hey, brother, one follow up. Do you think that Trump is going to do something to help prioritize American US based companies that have a crypto? Obviously, Ripple would be set to benefit. Algorand would be set to benefit. HBAR, Cardano. I mean, the list goes on and on. Do you think he's going to do something? I mean, because we all know his whole mantra, right? America first. You would think that he's going to do something, whether it's, no tax or a tax break. What's your take on that?
Yeah, I mean, I think the whole idea is, and it may not be focusing on current companies, but you may also be looking at companies that aren't in the U.S. and saying, hey, here's some opportunity for you, because obviously it's if the business is already here, right? That's not new business that he's bringing back to the U.S. So the idea would be, hey, these are these massive companies that really aren't headquartered in the U.S. What can we do to bring them over to the US so we can generate the revenues potentially from that? Obviously, the companies in the US are already going to benefit, but it's probably going to be looking towards companies outside of the US or crypto projects outside of the US to see how can we incentivize them to make the US the global hub, kind of like what we talked about back in Nashville at BTC Nashville. So yeah, it's probably going to benefit the local US companies already. But I think it's really going to be going after, because it's going to be competition with China, right? What we're seeing with a lot of other countries trying to bring crypto and all that, the value back to those specific countries. I think China is probably going to be our biggest competitor, or Hong Kong. And obviously, we know where Trump stands with China. So to be able to get as much of that away from there and closer to home, I think is going to be a priority for him for sure.
It's interesting. Yeah, I saw last night that Telegram, a representative from Telegram recently put out that, obviously they got the Toncoin, that they're going to start prioritizing, whatever this means, prioritizing America. So that's an interesting idea. I mean, could we see companies, realign and create headquarters in the United States now with Trump in? That's an interesting perspective. I didn't really think about that. I mean, yeah, the people who are already here look solid, but what kind of big companies could make a move with Trump coming in, knowing that the whole landscape now is going to be different? That's actually a really fascinating idea. And then I saw that Telegram Toncoin news come out last night. Appreciate it, brother. Mar, what's up, man? What are your predictions?
Hey, Zach, real quick, we're about to crack 3. Look at this. On this live, we're about to crack 3 on XRP.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Yo, Zach, real quick before we get to Mar, we're actually about to cross over 100K for Bitcoin again.
Yep, we kind of called that a few days ago too, Paid, right? Kind of this slow grind back up to 100K. It's exactly kind of what's played out here the last 2.5 days. And then CPI data did come out today too. I should mention that. CPI, the core data there is usually a better representation of what's going on. That came in pretty solid. Inflation as a whole still an issue, but core came in pretty good. So I think that's helping pump the traditional markets. And as you guys know, that spills over into Bitcoin and crypto a little bit too on the macro. So, hey, man, I mean, this is exactly kind of what we predicted, right? It's like, hey, don't get shaken out. Trump's coming in on the 20th. I mean, it's crazy. A week ago, people were running for the hills. What was it, 3 days ago, 4 days ago, Bitcoin was, going down below 90K, wick down to like 89 and some change. And things were not looking great, but, weak hands get shaken out, strong hands survive and or add to their positions. It's just the same old, same old. So yeah, love to see it. And man, XRP climbing, absolutely climbing. I'm looking at it now, Derek. Good stuff. Mar, what's happening, man? What are your predictions? Trump price predictions? What do you got for us, bro?
Hey, Zach, Paid, Larry, everyone. Good morning, especially to you, Crypto Postman. Yeah, or good afternoon or good evening. Yeah, man. First of all, not financial advice. This is my when it comes to price prediction. It's in my own little world. I'm the only one that will get either wrecked or rich from my price prediction because I don't. I like we all like to talk about price prediction, but the audience has to know that this is our biggest guess just from seeing all the history and whatever it's going on with what kind of buyers, investors there are on all these coins. To start off with Caspa, um, you know, Caspa, it's mostly retail. Whatever big money you see in there is it's basically from exchanges that had to buy the token. That's what brought the Caspa price up big time. There are rumors that Coinbase and or especially Binance already owns Caspa. They're just waiting for, I guess, whatever time they're waiting for to list it, but they already own the coins, and it makes sense, you know. If Binance or Coinbase see that Caspa ain't giving away coins, they might as well buy at the cheapest price they can, you know. Uh, I still think they're buying, uh, but at the end of the day, mostly all that pump is retail. We are struggling with retail, so my price prediction for Caspa, $1 will be a miracle. I believe $1 will be a miracle because VCs will not get in heavily. Uh, but if retail comes in heavily, I could see it past $1. You know, but $1 for me, actually, a little bit before $1 will be when I'll be taking like heavy profit on Caspa. Um, so yeah, I know that the Caspa boys are probably pissed off, but you know, we're struggling with retail, and Caspa is mostly retails, and VCs are not going to get in heavily on Caspa. They still can to move the chart, but those guys want to get in early, like Sui. For me, Sui, I don't know, man. I can't tell you the price for Sui. It's gonna be hard. Sui for me is the same shit as a BNB, as a Solana, even a freaking Cardano, cheap gas fees. I will find it hard. I find it hard for me to for me to see Sui like in the top 5. It does the same shit. It has the same tech. Let's be realistic here. It has nothing really new, really. It's a Solana. It's basically a Solana, you know, and it has a, and I've heard it goes off sometimes too. So it all depends on the marketing, and I just can't imagine them beating out the marketing that Sol has. Uh, when it comes to XRP, boys, you know, I need you guys to be a little bit educated because XRP already hit all-time highs from 2017. Okay, in 2017, XRP hit $3+ at $130 million market cap. Now it's barely under $3 at $167 million market cap. $1 billion market cap. I'm sorry. So XRP technically already hit all-time highs with market cap, which is the money. It's the liquidity that's in there. You know. Uh, but when it comes to in dollars, I could see XRP hitting. It's a tough one, man, because the government is involved. Uh, you got it's the banks and everything. XRP, man, I would not be surprised if it hits $20-$30, to tell you the truth. But I'm getting out before $10, but it wouldn't shock me if I see XRP hit 20-30 bucks, where if they really get deep in, with the banks, and they talk about Bitcoin, man, being like an asset, like used for the world, as money. I see XRP more towards that than Bitcoin. For me, Bitcoin is just a stored value, and it's really slow. It's really fucking slow. So why would somebody? I mean, most time I see XRP, and that's how I see XRP probably hitting in the next bull market 20-30 bucks. It's just crazy. I underestimate XRP. With Ethereum, I see Ethereum hitting. I will be disappointed if Ethereum doesn't hit around nine to $10,000. I think the rat race is that 10K on Ethereum. So I will be shocked if Ethereum doesn't get close to 10K. I got BNB around 1,200 bucks. That's the quiet monster, man. I expect big news. I expect actually big tech news from BNB. BNB. I'll tell you what, I will not be surprised if BNB they fork and they find a way to go multi-chain. I will not be surprised if they do that. Also, IVAX has that feature of multi-chain in it. I spoke to one of my tech boys. It's the chain. When I look at the tech, it's the craziest one of them all. IVAX. I'm not gonna talk about IVAX pricing because little disappointed on it, but I see it hit. It's got to hit at least $100 in this bull run. But yeah, man. When it comes to Caspa, retail it's in there. It's gonna be hard for the heavy money to go in there if we don't get retail back heavily like we had in 2020, 2021. And yeah, man, my prediction, I mean, I'm very disappointed in you guys. Ethereum $6,000. I think that's a fucking joke, and it will be claustrophobic. I mean, catastrophe if Ethereum only hits $6,000.
Good stuff, Mark. Appreciate it, bro. Lots to unpack there. Yeah, I want to hear what. Let's see. I think Charlie, you were up. What's up, bro?
Yo, what's up, guys? What's up, Zach? Everybody. Good to hear everybody's voices. It's been a while since I've been around. I'm liking all the bullishness that's going on in the market, you know, shaking, shaking. Yeah, I see a lot of crazy things happening. Like everybody was already discussing a lot of the major points. Definitely zero capital gains tax coming to crypto and coming to US based companies just to drive that force back into the US, try to build bad over here with TechFi or whatever. Um, yeah, I see a lot of crazy things that could happen for us. There's, I guess, maybe a few small little black swan events that could actually really, like, say, for Bitcoin. I don't see Bitcoin going anywhere past 50 again, in my opinion. I don't see, I see people starting to use Bitcoin as it's intended to, right? As that store of wealth. We're going to see a lot of countries, a lot of different individual states in the US, right, starting to buy it for their treasuries, for the state, right? Partial treasuries. So, I mean, this is just the beginning of something that, in my opinion, is going to be massive. Worldwide adoption, right? Then it's going to be a scramble on who can buy up the most Bitcoin first, right? And then we're going to see that trickle down into the rest of the market like it always does. We're going to see Ethereum start to get noticed, especially with the updates coming up to make that better, as what Larry was talking about earlier. XRP and their ability for transactional speeds and currency wise. There's just so many different factors to this market that is about to really change anything. And somebody was mentioning earlier about, like, you can't really go off of history now because everything is totally different. The mass adoption that we've been wanting and pushing for and building for is actually starting to happen. So I think it's going to be a lot bigger than what people are even picturing, right? We're trying to be modest, we're trying to be, reserved on these price predictions, but it might come back down, but in the long term, the long run game, it's just going to keep going up, right? There's going to be different companies, not saying that, it's going to always be Ethereum, or there's always going to be XRP, or whatever the case may be. There's going to be different players that are going to come up from the tools that were left over from these ones, like the originals, right? We're just going to keep building and making what we have better. So there's always going to be more companies. And now we have the clear regulations that are being built from people that understand the market, not bullshit people that are just sitting there saying, "Oh, we're gonna sue you because you failed the Howey test." That has no relation to what we're even building now. You know what I'm saying? So, Like this is, in my opinion, I'm extremely bullish. I've always been, even when Bitcoin was sitting at 15K on the last bear. I've been bullish because there's cycles. You see the cycles, but I think we're breaking into a new era of cycle that we're going to see. I don't know. I'm just extremely bullish on the way things are working out for us. And, my opinion is just keep building, stay strong, stay informed, listen to spaces like this. And yeah, man, just keep grinding, keep building. Thank you. Appreciate you guys.
Good stuff, brother. Appreciate that, man. Hey, I put something up in the nest, guys. Breaking: Trump's incoming SEC plans a crypto policy overhaul, aiming to clarify token regulations and reassess enforcement actions. Weren't we just talking about all this? What the next catalyst was going to be in the market? Some of this stuff coming to fruition, some of the things being talked about, finally discussed, addressed. I mean, here you go, right? This is exactly what we've been waiting for. And I hope there are some executive orders that come down early, man. But the market's responding great today. Guys, share the damn room if you haven't already. All right, let's freaking go. Let's. I got a good feeling we can get this thing up to 200 plus today.
Everyone share. Let's do
go.
this together. Let's get the $3. We're about to crack $3 on XRP. Everybody share. Let's do it. I just did it. Let's go.
Let's freaking go. Paid, what's up, man? And then we'll get
We're
down
at 301, 302, 301. Boom.
XRP sending right now. Holy shit. Paid, what do you got, man? I want to get to Hover and get his Caspa prediction too.
Yo, just a quick thing. Real quick. President of El Salvador, I don't know if you saw this, is paying the electricity and water bills for 95% of his population of his country this month, to help provide a little economic relief. It's interesting that, he has started a Bitcoin, reserve. He's been buying Bitcoin for a while and everyone's laughing at him. And now, he's probably not touching that. Maybe he takes a loan against it or whatever. But now all of a sudden he's paying the electricity and water of the whole country. Like, there's something there. I don't know. I'm not a scientist. I'm not trying to be a mathematician. But there's something with him getting a bunch of Bitcoin and now he's paying everyone's electric and water bill.
Bullish, bro. Yeah, bullish. I think there's going to be a lot of that happen here soon too. A lot of countries are, as soon as the United States creates the Bitcoin strategic reserve, that is going to create, in my opinion, a complete cascade effect. And we are going to see a lot of people follow suit. And I mean, El Salvador is a great example for, countries with low GDP on how they can turn around their entire economy. Basically, it's like a hard reset button. It's like on the old VCR, just hit the hard reset. Seriously, man.
Yeah, I mean, I pinned it to the top so everyone can see it. But guys, I mean, there's something there. You don't just wake up one day and be like, yeah, I have the money to pay for everybody.
Yeah.
Like, not including businesses, it says, just residents. 95% of all residents. That's how many people live there? I don't know. 100 million, whatever. Someone go find it out because I don't feel like doing it. But that is insane. Insane.
I want to hear from Clifford. Clifford, what are your predictions for 2025? Trump, some price predictions on some of your favorite assets. What do you got?
Bro, you guys aren't bullish enough. What the hell? We're hearing 5,000 for ETH. What the hell? It's already at 33.50. That 5,000.
Is Cliff fragging or just for me?
5,000 times.
It's just for you, GME XRP. He can't wait. Clifford, hold on.
That
He can't
was
GME take a left.
Let me tell you, you guys are so disrespectful, man. $6,000 Ethereum. Come on, man.
Get out of here.
We should shut this fucking space down, bro.
Yeah, man. At least,
Bro.
we better see.
Why are you
we better
shutting it
see
down?
6
We're
digits.
calling XRP here since $0.5. And it's now
Dude, we're
$3.
talking about ETH, bro.
Yeah, chill.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
No, this is just for fun. All right. I'm super bullish, though. BTC, 343,672. Cycle top. You're going to have fun with this one. ETH, Round 9 to 12. Cycle top. Like I said, just for fun, everybody. Don't take this seriously. Who knows what could happen? All right, BNB. I would say around 14 to 1700. Sol could touch 1K. XRP maybe $9 to $11. XLM 450. Link. I'm gonna go anywhere from like 250 to 650. AVAX 250 to around 450. Let's see. SHIB. I'm gonna go around 201. 201. And this is just for fun, right? Like I said. Jasmine, give me 35 cents to 70 cents. Caspa, let me get 225 to 325. Let's see, what have I not said? Fetch, give me Fetch at $17 to $21. Let's see. Origin Trail track, give me that from $5 to $13. Ondo, let me get Ondo at $12 to $26. Stacks, give me Stacks at $9 to $18. And let me end this with, let's see. Let me pick one. Oh, H bar. Give me H bar at 350. And that's it. Thank you very much. You're not bullish enough.
Yeah, you know what? People aren't bullish enough, Clifford. Ethereum, $3,500. Thank you.
3,500 this time next year.
I like it, Clifford. I like it, bro. Hover, what's up, man? What do you got? What's your? I want to hear your Casper prediction, but I also want to hear just overall kind of thoughts on Trump and macro predictions too. What do you got for us?
Hello, guys, and welcome to the space. First of all, Donald Trump, like, he's the GOAT. He is the GOAT. I want him back. And I want him to send Bitcoin to the moon. I don't hold as many coins as you probably do. Like, many of you probably own like 5 or more coins. I only own Bitcoin and Casper. I hope Bitcoin can get to 300,000. Really hope, but I will still not sell. It's just something that I will keep forever, and it's like prestige to have a Bitcoin. As of Casper, I really want to see $4. I mean, I hope it's supposed to get there. I think Casper deserves to be in the top 5 of coins of all time because of its innovations. Definitely, I want it to be the second most. The second largest proof of work in history, so I think Casper's underrated if it's not the second in market cap, but that's just me. But it's very nice energy. I love Ma. Your energy on XRP is very good, and I am so proud of XRP. I'm so proud of the whole crypto industry. I'm proud of Ethereum, and I'm proud of you all. And I just want to say, Zach, what is the best cold wallet you have ever touched?
Yeah, man. Well, appreciate the Casper prediction. If we go to $4, bro, holy shit, that would be freaking amazing. I don't know how low you were getting it, Hover, but I was getting it 4 cents. So I'm not a mathematician. That's 100x, ain't it?
It is. It is. I got in. It had multiple zeros when I got in. I couldn't remember.
Insane, bro.
Yeah.
Insane.
So when I made the bank, yeah.
Ledger Nano X is one that I use. I know Ledger gets a lot of flack and stuff. Mars mentioned Keystone before. I don't have one. I do have a Treasure, however you say that, Trezor. But Ledger's the one I've used the longest, man. For me, I mean, I haven't had any issues with it. I know there's a lot of shit said about it, but I've had no issues with mine.
Zach, real quick, man, once you go Keystone, you're not gonna go back. You got so many fucking software wallets you could use with the Keystone that it's like they even integrated already.
I gotta get one.
The stable coin ADA. They already have it in there somehow. It's crazy that you could use MetaMask, you could use OKX, you could use Flare. It's like 9 different hot wallets that you could use as a mirror to move out your crypto with Keystone, man. It's badass, dude. They have an actual I know I always tell people not to buy it on Amazon, but they have an official Amazon store. Just use the link from the Keystone website to going to Amazon. I'm a little disappointed because they know I pushed them and they were following me on X, and all of a sudden now they're not following me anymore. I don't know what the fuck happened.
You should get an affiliate link, bro. Get some nice
Yeah.
kickback anytime you sell the shit out of them.
Yeah, man. I push it, man, and they were following me. I don't know
Why
what
not?
happened. One thing I do want to say, Zach, that I said in the show a few times is that XRP moves the market. It XRP has been moving the market. I truly believe the reason Bitcoin has pumped this past few days is because XRP is the one that's been green, while all the other ones have been red. And I said this one time ago: the one asset that moves this market, other than Bitcoin, is I seen Ethereum, but I seen XRP. Even when they were struggling with the courts, they were moving the market every time they had good news. And now I see them; they're the ones moving this market. Uh, you know, we're gonna get if XRP keeps moving up, we're gonna get that one that the drama of are we flipping Ethereum again? That's coming. And but yeah, for me, the 10K chase for Ethereum hasn't started yet, but it will, man. People are gonna FOMO in, and I just wanna. The only thing, like, since Ethereum hasn't broken all-time highs, 4,700 was, or 4,900, we might have a lot of sellers up there just waiting to get out and get their money back. Like Bitcoin. You saw Bitcoin how much it struggled to break that 70K for a few weeks or months. But yeah, the XRP is the one moving the market now, and it's the Bitcoin these days.
100%, bro. Yeah. I still like 7 to 10K on ETH. Just to throw my prediction, I still like 7 to 10K on ETH. I do think we'll see Ethereum make a move, and I think what'll really happen is, in my opinion, I think there's going to be a rotation from the Bitcoin ETF to the Ethereum ETF. There's just too much money to be had there, given where the market cap of ETH is compared to the market cap of Bitcoin, and it's already out there. I mean, it's not like we have to wait for this. I mean, everything's set in place. I just think once that money starts rotating over, the big money follows the big money, and then you get a retail push behind it. I could see 7 to 10K on ETH. That's just my take.
And let's not forget Dodge. Easily $1.50.
Zach, you're 100% on that. I agree, dude. That is a sleeping giant. 7 to 10, easy. But I guarantee 4K February 1st, no less than that.
I like it. And once Ethereum, if Ethereum's sitting there at 8K, what's SHIB going to be at? What's Pepe going to be at? What's Render going to be at? You start looking at all the Ethereum-based crypto projects in the top 100. That's where you get the big gains, right? Because Ethereum's the highway, and then I want some of them sports cars running down the highway. Render's a Lamborghini, SHIB's a Ferrari, Pepe's a freaking, I don't know, I ran out of sports cars. I'm not very good at that, but you get my drift. Thor, what's up, man? What are your predictions for 2025?
Yeah, hi Zach. Hi everyone. I actually got a question I want your opinion of about XRP. But let me start with my prediction first. So Bitcoin, I saw a pretty good analysis a few months ago where they said it wouldn't pass 78K, and they calculated between the historical highs and lows. So we all saw this didn't come true. We passed and we reached 100K. I think we at least will reach 150K, which is because we haven't seen a big candle yet passing the Bollinger Bands, and I also like those historical data with rainbow chart and so on. And yeah, so 150K in my opinion is a minimum, but I think if it goes well, we also can reach 200, 250K. Then my favorite project I rely most on is Holochain. So it's since years the most undervalued project, and also has the biggest dips. It had the biggest dips in the last bear market. I mean, in my opinion, blockchain can solve the trilemma. And if you listen to Elon Musk's book, he also excluded blockchain there already for XPay, for example, because of the high latency. And I think Holochain here has pretty good sites for solving this and bringing some new ways. And then let's come to my question for XRP. So the reason why I've hated XRP is because at the last run of XRP, the founder of XRP had so many tokens that he was the richest man in the world. I'm not sure how this situation is currently, but I can't imagine that people will pump his bags for him being the richest man again. And that's what I want your opinions on.
I mean, so put nicely, I don't care. I mean, and that might sound like stupid, but I bought it at 50 cents. It's worth $3 now. I've 6x my money. I don't care who. I don't care.
Okay.
I mean, let me say this, Thor. I don't know if you were in last night. This whole thing with centralized versus decentralized, I get it, but as long as he doesn't sell, isn't it a good thing? I mean, look at Satoshi Nakamoto, bro. If he sold tomorrow, we're fucked.
Yeah, sure. But
so I mean, Bitcoin centralized as hell. I mean, one person or one entity or one group, whoever the hell it is, owns a huge percentage of the supply. So people think Bitcoin's decentralized. I mean, how are you looking at it? By what metric? If Satoshi Nakamoto dropped a bomb on all of us tomorrow, we're fucked.
May I chip in real quick to this?
Yeah. Go ahead.
I don't want to bully, but I had the same situation with Ripple, and I actually met those guys in Zurich a couple of years ago at an event, like a couple of years ago, in 2017, 2018. And they did sell back then. I don't know how the situation is now, but they dumped the market pretty hard. But at the end of the day, I agree with you, Zach, on the point that if you make money on it, if you invest on something in a good time frame, I think it's going to end well. But what I actually wanted to add to about Bitcoin, I don't think it's going to happen. But if Satoshi would come back now and he would dump on the market, it would actually be great, I think, because crypto technology is already in, like people understand it. I also think people are too bearish in here because back in the day, all we thought about was adoption and we didn't really think it was possible. And now adoption is already like the catalyst already happened. Like presidents are talking about, nations are buying it. It's already like done. Everything is going to go up over time. But my question for why I think it would be great if he dumps it, because now institutions own more than Satoshi. So he would fuck the banks again by selling all the Bitcoin, which he won't do, which won't happen. But I think it would actually be great because crypto wouldn't go away as a whole, but he would fuck the banks actually, because now they bought, and if he would sell, that would be so great. So that's my 5 cents. Sorry for interrupting.
Yeah, I also wanna say something here. So first of all, I guess with Bitcoin, as of now, we still don't know if Satoshi is still alive or if he has access to this wallet. And then for XRP, Um, is he really holding all those tokens himself, or is it like with the Ethereum Foundation that it's for the company? Yeah. I don't know if anyone knows.
Everyone's going to take their profits at some point. I don't think it really matters. Everyone in this room who has a holding is already a millionaire in 10 years. We don't have the adoption that people think we do. 30 to 40% max of the global population has exposure. We're so early to the game, it's not even funny. Just all you got to do is hold. That's it. And buy the dip. Dollar cost average everything. No question about it. Whatever it is, if you believe in it, dollar cost average.
Yeah, I don't
If I
want
may-
to argue that.
What I meant with adoption personally wasn't like the retail investor. I think we're still early there, and I think that's where the big money still lies. But you can clearly see the volume since like 2017 when we were buying the shit of other like people buying skins online or whatever. Like I was yeah, sure.
Jesus Christ. Yo, bro, you're going through the matrix right now.
No. All I'm trying to say is institutions are in, and that's what I mean with adoption. Like the banks are investing in it. There are ETFs and everything that wasn't like this back in the day, and that's what we were all speculating on. Retail isn't in yet. I agree with that. I'm done for now. I'm sorry for taking up so much time.
No, Pump. We wanted to hear you, bro. Your mic was just going in and out, bro. That's all. It wasn't with anything what you were saying. I just want you to know that. It was just the mic was real choppy there for a sec. But I think it's good points, bro. 100%. 100%.
I spent some hours looking at this, but Satoshi Nakamoto have this like 1 million bitcoins, but who knows? Maybe he just had another wallet that we don't know of with 1,000 bitcoins that he could have spent. We don't know this. I mean, that's the smartest thing to do. Vitalik also. What?
The theory is that it just accumulated over the years over different wallets to live off, you know, and that's just the founding wallets. It's easy for him to invest when it was at like $10, $100 with different wallets without anybody noticing and hurting the market.
It is. So it will be smart if he kept a couple Bitcoin to himself that he could use. Vitalik also sold the Ethereum in 2016, and Ethereum is good today. So like it's not a concern that he owns so many XRP, as long as he doesn't like quick sell it. So, because if he does, he will like his name will get like demolished. It will create fraud, and he will just destroy his reputation. So I think he will just be a smart man with his XRP.
Also, Zach, you know, this is coming from some of the big boys I know. There is a rat race right now. I'm pretty sure Bitcoin, it's the one that's gonna be in top, of course. But second place or third place on crypto assets being in your bank app where you can buy it directly. You know how we Zelle people, where you could buy this crypto asset on your directly from your bank app. This is this will be whenever this happened, which I still see, you know, a few years, but maybe during the Trump administration, this is the big one. This is the big one. You could buy Bitcoin directly from your bank app, right there.
Yeah.
You know?
I think that'll help. I mean, shit, we already have PayPal, Venmo, Cash App. You know, I think that's the next phase.
The thing is that once people, the non-investors or investors that still think that crypto is a scam, because if you bring it up to people still this day, and it is, once they see it in their bank app, or at least in their PC version, you know, to start off, that's when, because these people are blinded. They only trust what the bank gives them or tells them, you know, and once they see crypto in their app or their bank, an option to buy, that's when the trust will be there, because it's kind of like they see the banks. These people see the banks as the government, even though they're not. They're just fucking, you know. They see it as the government. That's the big one. That's the one I've been told that is the big step that crypto needs to take, getting into the banks, because the banks are been rejecting us forever, and that's why I think also XRP is going to be huge. And also remember one thing I said: these American coins, it's I just can't even guess a price for XRP if Trump comes out and says XRP is a U.S. coin, so there's no capital gains on it. I don't know what price. This thing could hit $100. You got all Wall Street coming to do trading, with this coin, and it's just an all-out war. It will be like the player versus player asset. I mean, for until they start adding more U.S. coins. But like Cardano or whatever it is, I think that would be insane. And I see it happen. Why not? I see it happen. We're so behind crypto, or at least we're acting, or we look like we need a big push, and that's something that will be huge.
That's why we got to hold, man. Everybody's got to hold. I know everybody needs to take their profits, but the institutions want everything. I mean, you know how greedy these people are. And take your crypto off the exchanges. Put them in your own private wallets. If you're on Robinhood, you're sitting there playing with their money. You're just moving shit around literally inside of their wallet. Own your shit. If you don't hold it, you don't own it.
True. Can I melt everyone's brain real quick? If you don't mind. Probably find this interesting. So back in 2018, January 7, 2018, the market topped out at 828.54 billion. 2018, right? Fast forward to 2021, November 14th, it topped out at 2.86 trillion in that time frame. Now, if we do a little bit of simple math, we divide the 2.86 with the 8.28 billion, that gives you 3.451x. Let's just say we also carry that trend and we 3.451x the previous top of 2.86 trillion. Guess what that number is? 9.869 trillion. Market cap, total market cap, if it carries the same trend. Think about that. Doesn't mean it's going to happen.
No, it's inevitable. It's inevitable. Based on, like you just said, the trend, it has to go that way as adoption continues.
Yep. Now, here's what's really weird. All these numbers we're talking about, these play numbers that we're just throwing out, what our prediction is. For that to happen, we need to at the very least double what the current market cap is right now, which currently it's at 3.47 trillion. So that would give us somewhere around 7 trillion total. But if we were able to, carry the trend of the 3.451x of the previous all-time high market cap total, that's going to give us 9.8 trillion, which is right at that 10 number, which I believe I've heard Mar a couple of times speak about. We're needing to obviously increase the total market cap, but there's a path to be able to do it. We're talking about a lot of that stuff today with, different policies and everything like that. It's not out of the realm of possibilities is all I'm saying, not financial advice. But just look at what gold is worth, the number one asset in the world. Just look at what it's worth. If crypto is able to get into some of that, it's very, in my mind, it's something that's possible. I don't know if it'll happen this cycle, but like you said, inevitably, eventually, it probably will. Not financial advice.
Well, my biggest case when it comes to the whole market cap, where I feel like we haven't even started yet in this bull run is back in 2021 we peaked at 3.1 trillion before inflation, guys. 3.1 trillion before inflation, and Bitcoin was 69K. Now you know, we have a Bitcoin at 100K, 99, whatever, 100K right now, and we're sitting at 3.5 trillion with inflation. So we gotta see 7 trillion to see all these prices, people. We gotta see 7 trillion, and for altcoins to see all these crazy prices, we gotta see 7 trillion, maybe past 7 trillion, uh maybe a little less than 7 trillion, but we got to see Bitcoin dominance on 40%. There is no way Bitcoin could be a 55-60% dominance and see altcoins going crazy because there's so much out there. Remember, the competition wasn't as huge as it is now with all these blockchains. So we gotta double this market cap. We gotta see 7 trillion, and we could see Bitcoin dominance drop and stay around 7. Bitcoin dominance could hit around 55%, let's say, around 7 trillion. I mean, that will bring Bitcoin over Apple as a 3.5 trillion, whatever it is. Uh, the I mean, that will not be shocking, of course, but and then we'll see Bitcoin lose dominance, but stay on that 7 trillion to see the altcoins really fucking pump hard. But yeah, we've been stuck, man. We're what, 3.5, 3.4 trillion now, and we hit this shit before inflation, back in 2021. So I wouldn't even be surprised if I see close to 10 trillion. It wouldn't shock me, and that's institutions coming in, jumping into even Caspa, you know, and of course retail. And remember, everyone talks about retail. Retail is all crypto is worldwide. It's retail worldwide, and trust me, there's people with a lot of money in different in other countries. People think that only rich people in the U.S. is people sitting on a lot of money, in even in super poor countries like my country, Cuba. It's a lot of people with a lot of money, believe it or not.
Oh, bro, and I mean, you think about last cycle. I mean, take SHIB for example. I mean, how big was SHIB in Asia? Without Asia, Shiba Inu is nothing. Without Asia, it's nothing. So yeah, 100%. Larry has said a few times. Here's the thing: if the United States goes all in on crypto, like we see it happening right now, like everybody's forecasting. Hold on one sec. All right. Can you hear me? I had to switch over to my AirPods. Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. Thumbs up. Okay, cool. All right. So here's what I'm saying. US goes all in on crypto. The other big countries have to go all in. They got to compete. They can't lose ground, right? They can't lose ground. So if the United States goes all in, it is going to force so many other governments and countries to go all in. And what happens? Create a Bitcoin strategic reserve, right? Make it legal. I mean, let's just start there. In China, we don't even know what the hell it is yet. But according to Larry, they're in the process of making it legal. I mean, he lives in China. He's got a pretty good pulse on that, much better than any of us who don't live there. I mean, look what's already happening in Dubai and Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia for decades, their whole economy, revolved around oil. I mean, think about, what's Qatar and how much money is in the Middle East. I mean, yeah, it's a good point, man. This is global. The United States is a big piece of it because I think a lot of people will follow suit. and there's still time to be one of those first movers. People forget, man, what's made the United States is they've been first on big innovations. The largest companies in the internet era, where are they based out of? Go ahead, go through all of them. Go through all the largest Web 2 companies, the internet era. Apple, Amazon, Netflix, Facebook, Google, they're all United States. They're all United States. And here we are 25 years later, and it's time for blockchain, crypto, AI, robotics. It's the same thing. And there's still time to get in there. And we've been saying throughout the bear market, United States is losing ground. They're losing ground. And I'm telling you what, if Donald Trump didn't get into office, I mean, I don't even want to know what this looks like. But we don't even got to think about that. We don't have to talk about that because we're here now.
May I ask something?
Sure.
So I'm still very bullish, but as I said, probably more bullish than most people in here. But I have a question regarding the price of crypto overall. So I'm not from the US, and I like the US very much, but I just think that finance internationally is very, very fucked up. So my question is, in 2022, when the US printed more money in 1 year than in the whole existence before, I was very scared of a possibility that the US could just buy up Bitcoin with dollars that aren't priced in yet, right? So that the US would just print useless money, fiat money, which we were speaking about for all these years, and then just buy Bitcoin with like useless money. And what would stop them from just printing and buying it? So it would be good for us, the people that are holding. But my question is, how much did crypto actually go up, or how much is the price compared to the worth of fiat gone up? So we see higher crypto prices because in reality, the price of the fiat money has gone down. So that's my question.
It's a great question. I want to weigh in on that, but if somebody else wants to, I'm cooking some eggs right now. But it's a great question. You're right. They printed like 70% of the overall money that's ever been printed during COVID, during those COVID years. So I
in 1 year.
Yeah.
In 2022, they printed more money. Yeah.
Yeah, I think they printed like the stat that I saw was like 7. It's still stupid. It's still outrageous. Whatever it is, 70%, all of it, whatever. It's still absolutely asinine. But I mean, it just goes to show you why fiat sucks and why holding your money in a bank sucks. And we've been lied to for decades. I mean, and forever you can only invest in the stock market, which we know is heavily manipulated, but at least you're gaining an edge. At least your money's working for you. But now we have crypto, which has just fast tracked the entire freaking, opportunity there. And people who've seen it, people who got in early, obviously, they're the people that are going to get ahead. But it's a good point. I mean, the United States, yeah, technically they can go print more money and buy Bitcoin.
Yeah, like for everyone else that maybe didn't get my point, if you look at the Bitcoin price right now, it says 99,000. So that's if you compare it to $1, right? Yeah, I know that most of you understood it, but just to say, if the dollar actually is worth half, so Bitcoin would double the price, right? So you would just see double the price because the dollar is worth 50 cents. That's behind that. So yeah.
So that was a big thing with gold and silver after COVID happened. Everyone hopped into gold and silver, and you got to realize people have lost a lot of faith in the institutions. Look at what we did to Russia. Now, I'm not trying to get political. It doesn't matter what
great topics so far. And I don't know who it was earlier, but they said something about like black swan events. And, I just read this morning that the New York Federal Reserve is 29% sure Wall Street is going to crash this year. And that's a pretty high percentage for them to go out on a limb and say it's probably going to crash. But, look at all the other factors going on. The debt's going to mature as soon as Trump starts taking office. I mean, everything's coming crashing down on him. So, yes, bullish, extremely bullish. But my point to the information is, it looks like, to me, when I zoom out and look at the big picture, it kind of looks like they're going to slow the bull run down. It's going to be here for 2025. I'm 100% convinced. But the blow off top, the $250,000 Bitcoin for 2025, I'm going to scale my callback down to the mid 150s because it really looks like they're going to crash something here. And Warren Buffett's still sitting on that $325 billion in bonds. So, I'm bullish on crypto. It doesn't matter if it's a shitcoin or a Bitcoin. I'm bullish. XRP, whatever. But to me, what it looks like they're doing, and I looked all over the place this morning, it looks like they're going to slow it down. They're going to, yes, we're going to get a huge pump on the 20th, because of more retail coming in, institutions taking advantage of it. But, I'm still bullish. But the point is, it looks like they're going to give us all of 2025 damn near to buy in before they really kick the wheels off this thing and get it going. So what I've been saying up till now, I'm going to have to take some of it back, because I look at long term. I always zoom out and look at what's the trend, where it's going. And anybody can do their own research on this. But when the New York Federal Reserve comes out and says there's a 29% chance of a Wall Street crash for 2025, and Warren Buffett's sitting on $325 billion cash, it looks like a Wall Street crash is coming in. It looks like they're like, it's going to happen no matter what. But what happens to all that money? Warren Buffett says Wall Street's way overinflated. That's why he's not going into anything besides like Domino's and whatever else he bought, Sirius XM. But that gives everybody an opportunity to position themselves to take that money from Wall Street and send it into crypto in end of 2025, 2026. So this is still crazy, insane bullish for crypto. It might not be here, the first quarter or the summer or whatever, but if you can tighten up and hold on to your bags, when this thing blows, it's going to be crazy, insane. And that's all. I'm going to mute because I've already had a bunch of coffee, but I just want to let everybody know, yes, in crypto, our brains think like 1 hour in crypto is like 1 week in real life. 1 week in crypto is like 1 year in real life. So I'm guilty of it. I know everybody else is guilty of it. I read the comments. I look at the telegrams. But you know what? If they slow this down and they don't give us the blow off top in 2025, I'm pretty sure. I'm still going to go all in on crypto in 2025. Doesn't matter. Every extra penny I get is going into crypto, because once they start shifting from Wall Street money into crypto, once Warren Buffett starts shifting that $325 billion nest egg he's sitting on into crypto, we're going to see crypto go up. And Mar and somebody else in here was saying, like $6, $7, $8, $9, $10 trillion market cap. I mean, definitely for sure in the next 4 years, but it's probably going to be a lot sooner than that, like 2026. So, just sit tight, hold everybody. There's nothing to worry about. This is Wall Street. I have stocks. I'm not worried about them, but this is a big game, and the institutions, we're not even a blip on their radar. This is what they're doing. That's why I don't watch too closely on retail money at this point, to be honest with you. I just watch what the institutions are doing. It looks like they're getting ready to make their move for 2026. All right, I'm going to mute, but I'm going to keep listening.
Matt, great stuff, bro. Let me respond to that real quick because I've been looking at this for a while, and let's just. All right, I don't want this to come off as like crazy, but just think with me here. All right, stay with me here. It's all a Ponzi scheme, bro. The whole world is a Ponzi scheme. And once you realize that, you don't really give a fuck. I mean, so if the whole world's a fucking Ponzi scheme, you might as well contribute and invest and then not and be on the sidelines and saying, man, this world sucks. You know? The entire stock market, it's made up, bro. It's all fake. People want to say crypto, like, you can't touch it, you can't feel it, it's fake. So are the evaluations of every fucking company on the stock market. It's all fake, dude. It's all phony. It's all perceived value. That's all it is. I mean, it's the same shit. So yeah, and there's crashes all the time, and you know what? The rich get richer every fucking time. Every time the market falls out, it's just an opportunity for the people who already have money to make more money. That's so let's make money. And when the bottom falls out, let's make more money.
I agree with you, man. I agree.
I mean, that's just what it is, bro. I mean, and it's, you know, I hate to be so like black and white, cut and dry, but that's what it is.
Well, we still haven't, we haven't paid the piper, man. We have a $36 trillion debt here in the United States, and I don't know if anyone can. They're talking, the Department of Government Efficiency. It's not going to do. We're not going to be able to pay that down. I think the only way is through Bitcoin. Bitcoin is the only way that we're going to be able to get out of a $36 trillion debt. They're going to have to. It happened in 1933 with Roosevelt, with the gold confiscation. It was called Executive Order 6102, and then again in 71 when we took away, the gold standard, and now 2025, 2026, we're moving to Bitcoin. It's the only way the United States can get out of its issues, is doing a reset, because there's no way they can pay it off. Now, that might be some crazy Derek conspiracy crap, but that's the only. Larry and I talked about this last time, and for those of you that didn't hear it, I think that's kind of the only way it can go.
Yeah, and I mean, here's the thing: there's going to be another crash. And who knows? I was listening to some people way smarter than me, like people who've like called the last couple crashes. You know, these old heads who have a good pulse on all the data. I don't. I'm an idiot, but I just listen to this stuff, and they're basically saying, yeah, a bubble's forming, but we've got a runway. At least from what I can gather, we still have a runway until like the back half of this decade. And if that's true, and like it's like for me, and I think for all of us, we should be looking at it. Okay, let's just say we have a 2 to 3 year runway to change our lives. Okay, and then the bottom falls out, but we have capital to buy it up because, okay, we're going to go through the whole great reset, and the world's changing, and AI, and the whole job market's changing, and holy shit, crypto, blockchain, holy shit, the way money moving is changing, our whole financial system's changing. Who are the people that are going to be able to invest in that, get ahead in that, create a business in that? I mean, it's the people with capital, right? So I don't know, man. I feel like so many people just sit there and complain about shit and miss the boat. I mean, yeah, it sucks, it is what it is. But like, how can we get ahead, man? That's what I'm banking on. I think we've got a runway till the back half of this decade until the big bubble bursts again, and then we start all over again.
Everybody on this space right here is a winner. Every single one of us that hold. That's the bottom line. They're going to drop the price. It's inevitable. They're going to crash it. But we've learned, because how many times have we all made that mistake? How many times has it started to crash and we sold because we got scared? And then all of a sudden it comes right back up. And I mean, I'm guilty of it. So I'm still to this day guilty of it as many times as I've lost at least $100,000 in the market doing that. So now I've smartened up. I'm not going to make that mistake again. So everybody that's on this call right now, if you hold, you will win.
Let's get X Viral in here. Go ahead.
Yeah, thanks very much, Zach. Hello, I hope you can hear me.
We got you, man.
All right. So, been following the conversation, and I think it's been a very interesting and insightful one with regards to the whole market. So, one thing you realize is that if you've been trading forex, if you've been trading stocks, and let's say you're a trader and you make a setup, you are being informed that okay, there's going to be a big news that is going to favor you on the market, and you've done your analysis, and it feels like this market is going to go per your prediction. Then you realize that eventually something happens and you lose a lot of money, or you're already in the loss. When you're so sure, it happens on forex market, it happens on stocks, and it's the same thing that happens in crypto over and over. When people, get a news that there's going to be a bull run, something big is going to happen, that is when the market makers and the market controllers turn it to the different direction, just trying to play with the psychology of people. And when people least expect, that is when the market goes back up like that. And so the only advantage here with regards to crypto is that with crypto, you have the chance to hold your coins or your tokens and just be patient and allow them to play. So in that way, regardless of whichever direction they try to manipulate the market, eventually when it comes your way, you're gonna make money. So I know a lot of people have huge expectations for this bull run, but people also have to be very strategic because it's still gonna be the same market play. And if you're not careful, you may hold your assets till the bull run is over and you've not made any money. I think the most important thing to do is to know when to exit and know when to enter. And that sounds very simple, but it's not so simple because human beings are always greedy. And at the point where you are supposed to exit, you keep seeing a lot of green candles and it looks like it's just gonna go up forever, just like that. And you keep holding, then eventually these market makers or these big guys try to take it down, and you're just stuck in there and you're hoping for the market to go back. So this whole thing has been psychology play. I was listening to one guy who was saying the whole world is a Ponzi. I think he's the second person I've heard from. The first person I heard that from was one of the guys who, are part of the early adopters of the whole Bitcoin stuff and the whole crypto stuff. You realize that the whole world itself is designed in a way that it is meant for some people to win, unless you try to ride along or unless you try to go along. The whole money system is designed in that way. People come to say that crypto, Bitcoin is Ponzi, but they forget that fiat is also a huge Ponzi scheme. And if you look at fiat itself, it's just about people having understanding that okay, this is what we are accepting for acceptance of value, for value transfer. This is what we are accepting. Eventually, if that narrative shifts, fiat is going to be worthless. And that is what we are seeing now with crypto. I'm sure and I'm very convinced that in about 4 years from now, we'll be seeing countries who are in full flow with crypto. Even their currencies are going to be in digital currencies, and some would like to put cryptography on it instead of just being a digital currency. It's just a trend where the world is going to. So I'm just hoping that as we can see, everybody is hoping that the Trump inauguration is going to bring the bulls back to the market. But people also have to be careful because market makers know that this is what people are expecting. It's likely it may happen, it's likely it may be delayed, but I'm very certain that this year, 2025, we are going to see a lot of grains on the market. Just make sure to make the most of it as a crypto person. Don't be chasing the news all the time. Like I keep saying, when it becomes so loud on social media like Twitter, then you should know that you are late because a lot of people are already on the floor. So just know your strategy. Make sure that you are going to balance it with the high risk and with the low risk kind of assets, and go for it. Because if you go for only high risk asset, then means that you stand a chance of making very good money. You also stand a chance of losing everything. And if you go for the very low risk, example, if you should take something like Bitcoin, we know that Bitcoin is likely going to go up, but in this case, you are not going to make a significant life changing money if you are coming in at Bitcoin at this point, unless you have huge money to invest based on how it's going to pump, right? But if you are going to balance it between the large cap, the mid cap, and the lowest cap, which are very and highly risky, but have huge potential to make a life changing um, transfer for you, then that's good. From my perspective, I see blockchain technology and crypto as a way of expressing innovation because there's a lot of problems that blockchain and crypto is going to solve just than the price that people keep looking at. But the price has always been the attracting factor that gets people into the industry. I'm just hoping that the industry will be able to bring these innovations out, not any bullshit innovations, but I mean real life innovations that affect people. Because I remember in 2020 Buran, you were seeing projects that are launching metaverse, and you read and you realize that there's nothing metaverse about the project. It's the same thing. Now you hear people talking about AI, you hear people talking about AI agents. There are that group of people who always bring that narrative and then create things which are not even in the narrative just to get the money or the funds of people away. We just hope that this time around, as we are expecting countries to adopt blockchain and crypto, example, countries can adopt it in help of maximizing tax accumulation. I mean, one thing I realize is governments don't always have to be adding new taxes. They just have to find ways to be tax efficient, and blockchain provides that. I also know that when it comes to transport system, there is a whole lot that blockchain technology can do there. When it comes to the health system, it's the same thing. So these real life applications are what we expect blockchain and crypto to do, so that the adoption will increase way way faster. Because when people always follow the price, and eventually the price is no more exciting, they leave. However, if they follow the price and there's a utility to get them on board, they are always going to stay on board and I mean enjoy the utility as well. So this is the little I'll have to um, add to the conversation. Thanks to you guys. You're having a wonderful conversation. Password NK on Twitter or X Space, and my project X Viral. We are building social media for gaming and crypto exchange, and our target market is Africa and Asia, and that is exactly what we're doing. We hope to bring adoption to everybody across Africa using social media and crypto. Thank you, guys.
Awesome, man. And hey, X Viral, send me a DM in the back channels. I'd like to maybe get on a meeting with you. Me and my team, Zach and Paid, the co-host. Maybe we can discuss some potential collaborations, bro. And more importantly, man, great insights, great things added to the space too. Really appreciate it. And thanks for finding us today, man.
Thanks, bro. I can hear you talking, but I can't see who exactly is talking. I don't know.
This
It
is
looks like.
the host. My name's Zach.
All right, sure. All right.
Zach, not Zach from Subway, but Zach Humphreys.
Okay, sure,
Yeah,
sure. Thanks, Zach.
you bet, bro. All right, guys. Hey, I do got to jump because it's 11:30, but I got to jump and get on a call. I wish to keep this thing rolling. We might do a late night space again. If I got some time later, maybe we'll open up a late night space again. But no matter what, we'll be back here tomorrow, 9:30 a.m. Eastern. And man, great conversation today. We had a ton of great topics presented. Man, it's exciting times, exciting ass times right now in the market, and just days away from Trump getting in. I think we're going to see some more fireworks for sure here in these next few days. So stay locked in, stay ready, and get out there and change your life, man. Change your family's life. This is our moment. I truly believe that this is our time right now to do it. So enjoy your day, and
Thank you,
we'll see you
Zach.
guys. All right,
Thank you
Derek.
very
Thanks again,
much.
bro.
Thank you all.